Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jackie and today we have the Divine Masculine reading. It's been a while for the Divine Masculine to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. As there were some other things in between. It was summertime, it was holiday, and I did throughout the videos of the twin flames, but I haven't done the Divine Masculine reading. So now, there it goes already. We're heading for the Divine Masculine. So what's coming up for the Divine Masculine this week? Solitude. It means you need to withdraw your energy from people, withdraw the energy for yourself, contain your energy with yourself, read a book, don't interact with people too much, because I have a feeling you have to rejuvenate your energy. It could be that you feel tired, that you feel completed, that that you have enough of people around you, that it's time for you to totally, disconnect from the world and be with yourself and on yourself for a while. So that's in the Divine Masculine's mind space. It's like, I just want to be on my own. I want to do the things I want to do. I want to do my garden. I want to do my house. I want to read a book, and I don't want to interact with people that much, because, it's all too draining. And knowing how sensitive the Divine Masculine is, maybe it's time to do that and to think about, what do I want to let go of? And because, the energies are shifting. And you already know that the days are very short at the moment. It's getting shorter and shorter. So you also have to think about that with your energy. So withdraw your energy a bit, be on your own, do the things that is in your heart space that you really want to do, and take care of that. Okay? What's in the Divine Masculine's heart space? Partnerships, so union, partnerships and alliances, and it means connecting with people that are really in your heart, that you haven't seen for a while, only what matters to you, not just the general chit chat and that kind of thing, but really the partnerships for the union between the masculine and the feminine energy. These energies, it could also mean that you are getting into a partnership with somebody you care about, feminine, masculine, doesn't matter, it's an energy form. So we're not talking in persons, we're talking in energies, that you will co-create with someone. So you're going into a partnership with somebody, or in business, or saying, okay, I'm going to live with somebody in the house, or I'm going into a physical union with someone. Could also be your twin flame, that you're preparing everything for your twin flame to be able to come in. Okay, and then I'm thinking about partnership. I don't think about marriage, or that's not what I feel, that's not what I see. It's more the partnership, and rekindle the friendship, okay, on a different level, I hear. What does the divine feminine sees with the divine masculine? That there is a disruption in his life that's keeping him stuck. So there is something, the divine feminine says, okay, you know, beautiful masculine, I see you're stuck in a situation, and you need to get out of your mind, you need to get rid of all the distractions and go within to that heart space and unblock all these things, because it could be that there is a disruption of this union. Something is holding you back. You feel stuck in a situation. It could be that in this union you're not able to have your freedom that you always had in your life, and it could be that the divine masculine is scared of that, you know. If I'm going to live with somebody, then I'm getting restricted, then I'm losing control, I'm not having my own thing, that I need to do my own thing. And that could be that if he is going into a partnership, or he's going to live together with somebody, that is his fear, you know, that he gets stuck. And it could also be that he got stuck in a partnership, and now he wants to be alone and wants to be in solitude and overthink the things of letting go. So we had a couple scenarios here, okay, for the divine masculine. So what is his higher self saying? What is his higher self saying? I have a message here because there came more cards out. Here. Yeah, trapped in fear. Choose wisely, get your balance back, and end the circle. So it could be that the divine masculine is trapped in fear, not knowing which direction to go because of he's getting stuck. And because of that, there's fear coming up, that he gets controlled, that he is in a state of not feeling well. It can also mean that there is a choice that he needs to be made in partnerships or business. And they ask of him, you know, to choose wisely. Choose really good what you want. And that creates fear. Again, I hear this is a cycle this is an 8-year cycle that's going on, and he needs to make a choice again. And that brings a lot of fear up from the past, because there was there's no balance. I hear there is no balance in this partnership or union. So the whole situation, it needs to go back 8 years ago. What happened 8 years ago? And that comes up to be addressed. You know, maybe there are some fears in that needs to be looked at and worked through, and get rid of that trauma, okay? And after that you will find that balance again. You know, the circle is closed, you find the balance again. You know, your wings are rising again, and it's about, you know, making a choice, a new choice, which direction you want to go. If you don't make any choices, you know, the whole cycle will repeat itself for a year. And this is a new cycle. If you go through everything, there is new beginnings, new fertility. Things will grow, things will be addressed, and that means that new cycles start. But then you're going to make the cycle and decisions from your heart space instead of with your mind. And there's a song coming through, and I don't know what it is. Well, I hear Justin Bieber, and then I hear a lyric. I chose a second one. That's just a ghost of you. I chose second best, and that's a ghost of you. So that's very interesting. I will look it up, and I will put it in the description box later. But look at that. I'm not that in Justin Bieber, but that's what I hear. It's probably a song. Sorry, I hear sorry. I don't know if that's the song, but that's all in this space. And it could be that because your disruption and your restriction could be that you're making a different choice for yourself, and that you are freeing yourself, because you need to have that freedom, and you need that solitude for yourself to work it through. And it doesn't always has to do with a relationship. It can also be a partnership or another union, but could be a business partnership. You know, that you did dive into a business partnership with somebody to get their business started, but you see it's not working, so you want to withdraw your energy out of it. Okay, so that's what I see. And if you work through that old trauma, that old trauma bond, because that's what I hear, it's a trauma bond that is keeping you stuck and it's keeping you together. But release that, find your own balance by connecting with nature, by connecting with the elements, connecting with Mother Earth, and she will give you new vitality and fertility that's coming by new growth. That's, you know, you need to grow and grow and grow, because that's what is what's happening. And you need to make the decision from your heart space. You know, is this good for me? Gives it anxiety? Is this really what is good for me and what I need in my life? Okay. Yeah. You know, master your heart. Your heart is caged, and it could mean that that's what the higher self said. This is the message, and the higher self says your heart is caged. You know, you're not able to connect with your heart space because your heart isn't free. You know, your heart isn't free to make a choice. Your heart isn't free to follow its dreams, to follow it's caged. You know, and you caged it yourself. I hear you made your bed and now sleep in it, unless you make different choices in your life. You know, I hear get rid of the bed and, you know, shift it around, make a different choice in your life. And that has to do that you locked up your heart, so you're not able to connect with your heart anymore, with your emotions anymore, while it's so necessary for you to be in contact with your feelings more than with your mind. So that's why you need that solitude on your own, nobody around, because you hear too much distractions, too much chatter. It could be that people are talking about you. It could be that you need that heart opening, and you need that freedom of your heart, and you need to take care of, is this what I want, or does my heart to be free? And it could be, because I hear money, it could be that it has to do with money, that it's restricting you. So set that heart free, and when you set your heart free, it will be much easier for you to get things settled in your mind. That's what I hear, because the divine masculine, I see all that joie de vivre with the divine masculine, but it's not truly happiness. It's not truly happiness. That's what I feel. Or there is something you want to control the relationship more. When you have control over this relationship, you won't feel the abandonment that is behind it. That's what I hear. Okay, I don't know what it has to do with that. So let's see how he sees the divine feminine in the union. How does he see the divine feminine in the union? That she teach him a lot. That she teach him how she wants to behave, how he needs to behave. Also good parts in it. She has a knowledge that he looks up to. He is also a teacher himself. So what he sees about the divine feminine, that she keeps on going with her soul purpose, that she is in that loving and beautiful space to teach people about awareness, creating a higher awareness from themselves. Sometimes he thinks she's sometimes too direct, but there is no other way when you're coming from the heart. All the other things about thinking how you should address somebody is all about the mind, and the mind is an illusion. It's a manipulation tool to reach something that you really want. And when you come from the heart space, it's in flow. It's one go, and you don't get distracted by that. You don't get distracted by your mind, because it's in flow. And the teaching that she does is, I also hear she's very respected. So in her community, in her environment, she's very respected. And he needs her by his side to teach him how to do things. Because on some fronts he doesn't have the knowledge. So she is keeping the balance with him. Okay? And Divine Feminine is also always loyal in this relationship. So that's how he sees it. No matter what, she's always loyal to family, to friends, to everything. If you are not able to communicate what the Divine Feminine deserves, Divine Feminine will teach you how to say things. Because some things are coming, what I hear, from old trauma, from assumptions, from his expectations. So that's something he can't project anymore, because that projection is ruining everything outside of him. Okay, and especially if it's in a business partner. Okay. So what is the higher self of the Divine Feminine saying? What is the higher self of the Divine Feminine saying? So at the moment, the energies today are a little bit heavy, and I feel the chemicals in the air again, you know. What is the higher self of the Divine Feminine saying? Yeah. Get out of your sadness and out of the isolation where you put your heart in. You know, get yourself out of it. You know, rise above it. Go to the light. And I have a message here. You need to reach out to your Divine Feminine if you have a feeling it's not working for you at the moment, how it is working. Because there are new opportunities coming your way, and Divine Masculine is waiting for that opportunity to come in. But you know, there is no possibility if you don't reach out, Divine Masculine, and make things right what was wrong, or and that has also to do with your trauma and your trauma response, that it has to do with you know, that's your thing, because you need to get out of that sad energy that you are put in. And you put yourself there yourself, because they said, you know, you made your bed, now sleep in it. So as you're dealing, if you're dealing with the Divine Feminine, you know, she will not reach out to you. You know, she will give you the sign. You know, you can always, I will always be there for you. But I'm not going to do the work for you. You need to do the work. Okay? This is for the Divine Masculine. Is there anything else? Yeah, the other cards I hear. So, I'm getting the other cards. Okay. What will support you, Divine Masculine? And then underneath the deck is the union. The union with your Divine Feminine, the union with your partnership. your divine feminine needs to be harmonious. As soon as you are not harmonious in this relationship, she will stay out of it. She will have nothing to do with you if it's not harmonious. She walks away. She's very strong in her feelings, so she walks away in everything what's not resonating with her. So if you remove yourself from her, she will do the same with you, because you mirror each other. It's so stupid, this game. I hear it's a stupid game Divine Masculine plays, because he's mirroring her, and it's not necessary, I hear. Divine Feminine is very, very grateful towards the Divine Masculine for everything what he does. But in some cases, he get himself stuck because of old trauma. And that's not, and she's saying, work on it, work on it, work on it, work on it. But sometimes the Divine Masculine is scared of going to those places, because he knows it gets a lot of sadness and grief up in his life. But that will be, if you go through it and you sit through it, Divine Masculine, then it will be released much more easier than you think. So then all your life force is coming back, because your life force is draining you now, because you're not addressing it on an emotional level. You're doing it on a mental level. You want to understand, maybe that's why you isolate yourself, start reading all about it, but you need to feel it, because that heart is caged. There is no way you can enter that heart space. So, yeah. And it's up for the masculine to deal with that. Okay. What will support the Divine Masculine? Yeah. Solitude again, go within. Emotional withdrawal. So that's what's happening, is if there's something going on with the Divine Masculine, he is withdrawing himself, going within, and look at himself, being on his own, not interacting with other people, just doing his thing, and that's what is needed for him, concentrating on himself. So withdraw your emotionally and go through those things and work it through. And most of the Divine Masculine, and I see also masculine crying, crying a lot, because the emotions becomes too overwhelming. And that's probably what is needed, a very, very good cry, And I also feel sometimes the Divine Feminine is purging all these energies for the Divine Masculine, because they're still connected energetically. If it's your twin flame, you're still connected with each other. Okay, and which god will support him? at this moment, at this upcoming week, which God will support him. Shiva. Shiva, the destroyer, you know, that will support him, because everything we're going through at this moment, and the divine masculine needs to going through, you know, it could be that there is a destruction needed, you know, the tower needed, the death ending, you know, that is needed to rebuild yourself in anew. Because every 8 years, it's a cycle of 8 years, I hear, for the divine masculine. Things shifting, and things needs to, you know, things come up and it needs to be cleared out. So it's time that you destroy, you know, not everything around you, but within you, to start all over again. So he is there, you know, and everything what is not real in your life, he will cut out. You don't have anything to do for it. He will cut it out for you. So so call on Shiva, you know, it's the transformation, it's the tower, you know, and it's a very beautiful, strong protector, you know, to have with you, even if you're going through emotions, if you're going through disruptions in your life. He will help you to cut out everything that is no longer serving you. So yeah, and he will support you in it. So this is what I have for the divine masculine reading. I wish you all well, and I see you next time. Bye bye.